We are seeing some gorgeous sunrises and sunsets from all the smoke in the air caused by the fires in the surrounding area. Because of that, we need to use caution and limit the amount of physical activity we do outside, especially if you have an underlying respiratory condition, let's say like asthma, or if you have a heart disease or diabetes. You need to be particularly sensitive to the smoke in the air. However, if you're in good physical condition, you should still be able to exercise outside. You just need to be aware of your body's response and keep in mind your respiratory rate. When you exercise hard, you increase the breaths per minute. So if you breathe 10 times harder when you're running than you are at rest, then you are inhaling 10 times as much smoke. So if breathing becomes uncomfortable or difficult, stop or reduce your activity. That being said, I have a 30-minute run tonight, so let's get started. These walk breaks are so important right now. I've increased my intervals to 4 and 1, so I need that extra minute to get my heart rate down, my breathing back to normal before I have to do another 4 minutes of running. Woohoo! We were really clipping along there. In 30 minutes, I did 3.14 miles, so it's a pace of about 9:33 per minute. Super pleased. It's only about 86 degrees, so pretty nice weather. The sun wasn't shining too bad, but that's because of the smoke in the air. And the smoke really didn't bother me too much. But we still have one more 30-minute run this week and the big 13-miler at the end of the week. Woo! Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Isn't that what our mothers told us? And it's especially true for runners who are heading out on their long runs. Today I am doing a 13-mile run, so I want to make sure that my body is fueled well enough to carry me through that distance. So what should you eat for pre-race workout? Well, that really depends on you and your digestive system. Sometimes it's a hit and miss and you just got to experiment. But typically, you want it to be high in carbohydrates and low in fat, fiber, and protein. Some good examples would be bagel with peanut butter, bananas, eggs, and sometimes I even do a little oatmeal. So how long should I wait before I head out on the road? Well, that really depends on the distance you're running and how much you've eaten. So if you've eaten a lot because you're running 13 or 26 miles that day, you may want to wait between 1 and 2 hours, because you don't want to have an upset stomach and you don't want to cramp. And I always have a cup of coffee. I am not going to do anything in the morning without my first cup of coffee. You'll also want to make sure to have hydration with you. I'm going to try to head out today before the sun really starts beating down on me. It's not supposed to be too warm today, but I don't want to take any chances. So let's get out and do that 13-mile run. Since this is the longest run so far on the training plan, I went back to my 3-in-1 intervals. I'm in no hurry to get this 12 miles done. I want to stay fresh so that at mile 10 I'm not petering out. It's beautiful. It rained a little bit yesterday, so it cleared away some of the smoke from the fires in the air. So I'm breathing really well. I really like it. The first 3 miles were about 2 miles into our 13. But for me, the first 3 miles in any race, half, a full, and even maybe a 10K. The first 3 miles is really my get my groove on time. That's the time that I take to find my cadence, get my pace down, really set the tone for the rest of the race. And that's what I'm doing now. But I'm just gonna take it easy with that 3 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking. Again, I'm in no hurry. It's beautiful out. Let's go. Well, we just hit the 3-mile mark. I'm doing about a 9:50 pace. That's good. I'm happy with that. I'm really trying to concentrate on keeping my stride shorter. That was one of the things that my physical therapist told me, is I'm taking my strides too long, and that puts too much pressure on my knee. And just coming off of a knee injury, well, not really, it was back in March, but just recently graduating from physical therapy, I don't want to end up back in there. So I need to concentrate. So we've got 10 miles to go. Woo-hoo! That's better than 13 to go. I'm gonna put the camera away for a little bit because I have a huge hill coming up and I need to concentrate. And I also want to give my arm a little relaxation. I don't want to tire it out from holding onto this GoPro all 2 hours. Let's go. Alrighty, we're gonna go up this hill. Just hit the 5-mile mark. For this route, I'm staying pretty close to home. 2 weeks ago, I did my 11-miler on the treadmill, so I was able to use the bathroom and get hydration. Well, I didn't want to be so far away that if I needed to, I could use my own restroom. And if I needed more gels or hydration, I could just stop in and get it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna check in with you about every 2 miles. I'm still keeping about a 9:50 pace, and that's good. So let's get on, and I will see you at mile 7. Alrighty, just hit mile 7. We have less than half to go, 6 miles to go. And a lot of people ask me, that's a lot of running, that's a lot of time. How do you stay entertained? How does it not boring for you? My timer went up, but I'm gonna stop in just a second. Keep walking for just a second. You know, if you break down your miles, the guy has 6 miles to go. Yeah, that seems like a lot, but really it's only 2 5Ks. I also listen to music. I have power songs. I have playlists for a lot of my races. And I've recently got into listening to podcasts. One of my favorite, and a big shout out to them, it's called the Let's Run Disney podcast. And I'm gonna put a link in the description below. You gotta listen to Megan and Steve. They're awesome. And they are the ones that actually hooked me onto the YouTube channel Rez Runs. And he's the one that sort of inspired me to take on these training vlogs and buy the GoPro and the gimbal. So you need to listen to them. They are awesome. So I will see you at mile 9. All right, we've hit the 9-mile mark and I'm starting to slow down. Running outside is so different than running on a treadmill. This route has a lot of traffic for one, but it also has a lot of hills. It has sidewalks, it has gravel, it has dirt roads, so the terrain is very variable. It's not like the treadmill last couple of weeks ago. So I'm starting to do more walk breaks. My pace now has increased to about 10 minutes and 17 seconds. I'm fine with that. I think I'm doing just great. So 4 miles to go. Timer just went off. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We've just hit mile 11. Woo-hoo. We have 2 miles to go. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna fake it for the camera. I'm really struggling. Running at this point really becomes mind over matter. It becomes inner talking to yourself, believing that you can do it. I've done 13 miles before. I've done marathons before, so I know I can do this. I just have to keep telling myself, whew, take more walk breaks if I need it. And just know that it doesn't matter how long it takes you, you're doing it. You're not sitting on the sofa watching TV eating potato chips. That sounds like a good idea. But you're out there, making yourself healthy, doing something, encouraging other people. You can do this. And I know I can. I have 2 miles to go. I will check back with you in about a mile, which would be, mile 12. We can do this. Thanks, Mile. Woohoo! Mile 13, here we come. I actually feel a little bit more refreshed. I walked the entire last half mile of number 12, and that made me feel a little bit better. And it was all uphill, so it was still a good cardio workout, and it kept my heart rate up. 1 mile to go, folks. We can do this. I'm feeling tired. It's still pretty mild weather. It's about 72 degrees. I just passed a sign back there that said 72. It's got a light breeze. Perfect running weather. Timer just went off. I'm gonna try to stay with my intervals now. I'm gonna try not to cheat like I did the last couple miles. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Come on, give us a break. Oh, half a mile to go! All smiles, we did it. It took me 2 hours and 21 minutes. That's a pace of about 10:50 per mile. That's fine with me, I think that's great. I started getting tired. I don't think I hydrated enough for this run. It was 13 miles. I'm smarter than that, I should have known. But I do feel good and refreshed. So we're gonna go get cleaned up, do some stretches, and have my coffee.